be changing my transmission fluid on my 2002 Honda Accord V6, automatic transmission, J38 engine, and so yeah, it's pretty simple, not too hard, but let's do it. So first you're going to want to drain it, and you're going to want to get on the driver's side of the vehicle, and the drain plug is actually this 3/8 fitting right here. One thing that's very important on these transmissions is there's this ATF bolt. It's a big 17mm right here behind the intake, and you're going to want to crack that before you drain the fluid, or else it'll be too tight and you will not be able to get it, and you'll have to end up filling it through the dipstick, which takes way longer, and this will just cut the drop time in the quarters. So make sure you crack them. And on those two, make sure when you pull it out, there's a washer, fresh washer on it. Do not lose that washer. It's going to be a little bit of a bitch to get. Another one for that. Like that. Just wipe this off, and that'll be your fill hole. It's right there at the top of the transmission. These bolts actually have a magnet on them, so when you pull this out, you want to inspect, make sure there's no metal shavings or anything on it, and then you'll want to wipe that off before you reinsert it. I'll show you what that looks like here in a sec. Always wipe this magnet off. That's what it'll look like. This one's got 230 on it. Transmission oil hasn't been changed for about 60,000 miles, so it's about what you're expecting when you don't change it for that long. And we got some automatic DW1 Honda Genuine. I wouldn't recommend putting anything else in it, like Valvoline or any of that other one. I would just recommend getting this, so you know you're doing it right. And then I also got some shift restore just to make sure the transmission life stays a little bit longer instead of going out. That's what's prone to go out on these, is the transmissions. So we got some of that shift restore by Hot Shots, and I think we're about ready to fill her up. And then the full drain and refill is 2.6 to 3 quarts. So we'll start low and then go high, just because I don't want to drain the transmission again. That's never fun. So this is only 5 ounces. This isn't anything, so it'll probably be about 2.5, 2.3 or 2.7 quarts. So I'll go ahead and start filling that now. Make sure you get a clean funnel. You don't want nothing besides the fluid going in there. You don't want no junk or nothing. And just want to put it in that drain hole down below. And yeah, I will keep filling this up, and then I'll check it and go from there. And make sure you put your drain plug back in, because everything I just put in just drained out, because I forgot to put it back in. But that's alright, so make sure you fucking put that plug back in. And it should be like 36 foot-pounds to torque it, but if you just give it a good little reef, then it'll be alright. So just, like, when you go to the point where you can't really, like, reef on it anymore, then it's good. When you're running it, just look for leaks, and it doesn't have to be torqued, but, yeah. You're good to go. Good to actually add the fluid this time. Alright, so after 4 stores and a little bit of research later, I figured out you can use this ATF-ZI as well as the DW1. I didn't know that, but I ended up picking some of this up because Honda was closed for today. It's New Year's, so Happy New Year's. But yeah, so you can use this with the DW. It doesn't matter if you mix them. They're both the 2 brands of transmission fluid that Honda does recommend you use. So now we're just going to start it up. We're going to get it to temp. And while it's getting up to temp, what we're going to do is we're going to shift through the gears. And we're going to be waiting for, essentially every time you shift, you'll hear the transmission engage and the car will kind of jolt a little bit. And that's what you're looking for. And you'll just do that about 3 times. Just kind of go through all the gears, let them all engage. And then do that, like I said, 3 times. And then once it gets up to temp, you'll want to shut it off, and then to check the transmission fluid, you actually want to leave it off for like a minute, and then check it about a minute later. That's just what it says per manual. I don't know why it's not right after you shut it off, or how they did that, but yeah, you'll want to get it up to temp, and then shut it off a minute after, or shut it off and then check it a minute after to make sure you're all good. Same thing from the Ford, just make sure you get under, check for any leaks. You don't want to start driving down the road and then 5 minutes later you got no transmission fluid in the car, so no leaks. You're all good. Now you just gotta wait for it to warm up still. Alright, now that's up to temp. We're gonna shut it off, and then we'll wait about a minute, and then we'll check the fluid. See see where we're at if we need to add more. Alright, about a minute later, and as you can see, the line right there where it stops, that's where it is, and we are good to go. That's how you change the transmission fluid. J30A1 automatic engine.